Now, school fees for 50 tertiary students affected by the flood disaster caused by the spillage of the Akosombo Dam, totaling 110,524.83 cedis, have been cleared in full by the Member of Parliament for the North Tongu constituency, Samuel Okujeto-Ablak, on Sunday, November 12. During a brief ceremony to hand over the various cash amounts to the students, Mr. Okujeto emphasized the necessity of the intervention towards ensuring the education of flood victims from the constituency is not disrupted. There's more in this report by Carlos Coloni.
These 50 flood victims were students from across the North Tongu constituency, attending various tertiary institutions in the country, had their personal belongings and livelihoods as well as those of their parents destroyed in the flood disaster occasioned by the spillage of the Akosombo Dam. For many of them, paying the academic fees was a major challenge.
I was even thinking of how to go back to school and then settle my bills and other things.
However, during the ceremony where each student was handed a full academic user fee totaling 110,524 cedis 83 pesos, the North Tongu MP Samuel Okujeto-Ablak highlighted a number of interventions he introduced at the beginning of the flood disaster to ensure student education are not truncated.
Since the disaster, my office has been rolling out a number of interventions and initiatives to alleviate the plight of victims of the floods. In the specific area of education, I have rolled out a number of initiatives which you may have heard about. The first being the mobilization of volunteer teachers to organize classes in the camps, because as you do know, the 21 displaced camps in schools. And what that means is that the children are suffering double displacement or double agony, if you like. So having been displaced from their homes, they are now displaced from their schools. And so we didn't think that it would be responsible on our part to just look on as they lose precious academic time. And so we quickly mobilized volunteer teachers. Some of them are amongst you today, university students, some professional teachers, and we purchased marker boards, markers, TLMs, so that they can be ready for the camp classes. In addition to that, we have provided exercise books, pens, pencils, erasers, sharpeners, school bags, and school shoes for our school pupils and students. We have done all of that so that the students and school pupils can at least catch up and make up for lost time. Is the latest in the series of interventions to help ameliorate your plight, and particularly our students in tertiary institutions.
In addition to paying the full school fees, the MP also provided transportation fares for each student, advising them to avoid deviant behavior and focus on their studies.
Support your transportation to your various destinations, so you are not tempted to touch your school fees. So enough to go around for all of you for your transportation.
Some of the beneficiary students expressed their gratitude to the MP and promised to make the investment worthwhile.
And our MP, Honorable Samuel Okujeto, has paid our school fees for us. I'm paying 1,500 cedis, and this evening he has paid my school fees for me. Thank him very much. God richly bless him.
Basically, this is going to help me continue my education because I have been affected and I've been wondering how I'm going to pay my school fees as well.
Even though floodwaters have receded in some communities at the epicenter of the flood disaster, the after effects of livelihoods and education continue to linger. Carlos Coloni, JoyNews.